Greetings, friends. It's your girl, that wild thunder child, here on YouTube, back with another video. All right, so today's video is actually going to be me talking about some things that I stopped caring about to cultivate a peaceful life in my 40s. Now, the first thing that I have listed that I've cultivated was to stop taking relationship advice from people on social media. Technically, everybody's experience is anecdotal, so it would be ridiculous to think that any advice that any one person could give would absolutely work for everybody. And since that's not the case, each of us have to figure out relationships for ourselves. We all have different perspectives, cultural backgrounds, and so there's no way to one size fits all relationship advice. So for me, I just said, no more social media relationship advice. Like, I'll occasionally listen in just for entertainment and to get a laugh, but I don't take social media very seriously when it comes to personal relationships. So the second thing that I stopped caring about is self-help and positive thinking stuff. So now this is where it gets tricky. I know you're like, well, but you want to cultivate a positive mindset so that you can manifest and this and that. And I understand that. But there becomes a point where you're liable to start fearing your thoughts. So for me, it's like, I don't want to be fearing my thoughts. Oh no, I had a bad thought. Does that mean that that bad thought is going to manifest some bad thing that I just thought about because I just thought it? Okay. So instead of engaging in that slippery slope of judging every thought and fearing every thought, oh, that wasn't positive, oh, was that good enough, oh, was that, I'm just done with the positive thinking, and I've been cultivating more of a neutral perspective on life, and I feel like neutrality opens me up to much more. So then I don't have to worry about judging whether something is positive or negative. I can just take the experience and be neutral and move on with what I want to do with my life. So the third thing I stopped caring about to cultivate a peaceful life in my 40s is worrying about how many followers I have on social media. And yeah, instead of trying to garner more people to watch this thing I posted, I've been focusing more on cultivating my real life relationships. That requires nurturing and energy and all of my focus, so I can focus on the people, like the few people in my real life, instead of concerning myself with trying to amass a huge following of people I don't know. Like, I do like engaging in social media, but I'm not obsessed with the numbers. I feel like the people who were meant to engage with my content or find my content, they'll find it. They'll find it. The fourth thing I stopped caring about is traditional therapy. Now, I know there's a lot of people online. Everybody needs to go to therapy. Everybody needs mental help. That's all a matter of perspective, because I think that each person needs to figure out the type of therapy that best fits them. And everybody is not a good fit for so-called traditional therapy. I feel like there are a myriad of types of therapies that can benefit people. Some people benefit from organized religion. Some people don't. Some people benefit from a therapist. Some people don't. Some people benefit from simply spending a certain amount of time barefoot in nature, and that can recharge and balance their energy. So I've just been learning to kind of figure out what works for me and not trying to one size fits all cookie cutter stuff like everybody needs traditional therapy. The next thing, the fifth thing that I stopped caring about to cultivate my peaceful life is working out every day. I used to work out every day to most days of the week, trying to get these fitness results and trying to get this body. And actually, my body was performing just worse and worse over time. And so for me, working out every day was not beneficial. There was too much tearing down of like my muscles and stuff and not enough recovery. So now I work out pretty hard a few days a week. I do still like to walk and stuff. I don't technically count that as like a workout. I feel like being sufficiently active enough all throughout the day is actually where true fitness is at. For me, too much sitting is not good, but also like going hard 5 to 7 days a week for me just was not good. And I'm actually hitting more of my challenging fitness goals now than I ever was when I was like working out all those days a week. So, you know, you've seen my calisthenics lives that I post on Thursday. So it's always fun stuff, fun playtime. So the sixth thing I stopped caring about to cultivate a peaceful life in my 40s is trying to turn hobbies into hustles. So I know, you know, you picked up a hobby and you get good at it, and I've gotten good at a couple, and then people are like, "Oh, you should sell that. You could sell your stuff." No. I have no interest in turning everything I enjoy doing into a business, because businesses are work, and I don't want my life to be work. I want my life to be a good balance, you know, yes, good work, and then hobbyville, and then playtime and rest. So that's how I've structured my life for peace. Now, number 7. The 7th thing I stopped caring about is hair obsessions. And that means any hair obsession. I no longer obsession about my hair color, my hair texture, or my hair length. Now, my hair is still, I think it would be considered long. Like if I'm being honest, I think my hair would be considered long. But I wear it pinned up most of the time, so you can't actually see the length. Like I wear it in styles where you can't really see the length. I don't want my hair length to be a crutch for me. I'm working on developing my character and evolving my personality. I mean, yes, it's nice to look good. Yes, you want to look nice, but I've never wanted that to be a crutch. Even in my 20s, I would go through occasions where I would just chop my hair up here because I didn't want my hair to be a crutch to my character development. So no hair length, color, texture obsession. I save a lot of time, energy, and money by not obsessing about my hair, and my life is peaceful. My hair is no longer a source of stress to me, right? I love it. Is it perfect? No, but I'm not perfect, but it's good and it's peaceful. So yeah. The 8th thing I stopped caring about to cultivate a peaceful life in my 40s is whether or not I'm looking old in public. So I know there's this fear of aging. A lot of Gen Z and Alpha people are on this anti-aging obsession. And if you're familiar with my channel, you know I do not do anti-aging. Absolutely not. The only way to not age is to unalive. And we're not unaliving. So yeah, I don't care if I look old. I'm still fabulous in my opinion, and I'm still a good person. So, and I can still look good. I just look like a good old person, a good looking older person. There are good looking older people. It's not relegated to folks under 25. And if you look good, you look good. If you look bad, you look bad. You can look bad at any age. I've looked bad in my 20s. I've also looked bad sometimes in my 40s, but I don't take it personally. I just, Oh. And the ninth and final thing, last but definitely not least, that I stopped caring about to cultivate a peaceful life in my 40s is people oversharing on social media. And you hear this all the time, don't overshare and blah, blah, blah. And for me, this is just me, everybody's different. I sometimes find it helpful that people have accidentally overshared because there are things that have happened that I've experienced, and it's like, oh my God, I'm not alone. Somebody else has had a similar experience. I'm not crazy. So sometimes that oversharing, even though, yes, it can create awkward situations, I've learned to just not judge it because I've either found that person more relatable or it's made me realize that I'm not alone in that particular instance. So my life is more peaceful without needing to judge, oh, that person's oversharing on the internet. Like, it's also silly. And you see that it's, I'm over 40 and life is just peaceful and happy without the 9 things that I've just mentioned. I don't worry about. I don't care. And it's okay. My life is still good. So, what are some things that you stopped caring about to cultivate a peaceful life for yourself? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.